All right, let's dive right in. We're going to unpack a symbol from the Quran that you've probably seen 100 times, the palm tree. But what if I told you it's not just a tree? What if it's actually a key? A key to a hidden cosmic structure, a kind of spiritual blueprint woven through the fabric of time itself.
So you have this verse, spoken to Miriam, the mother of Isa. On the surface, it sounds like pretty straightforward advice, right? But what if it's more? What if it's a symbolic command, a clue pointing to a much, much deeper story about lineage, sacrifice, and a divine plan that spans generations?
And that's the big question, isn't it? That's what we're here to figure out. We're going to pull on this one symbolic thread and see if it unravels a hidden pattern, a cosmic loop where the end circles all the way back to the beginning, connecting the greatest prophets in a way you have probably never seen before. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the idea of the cosmic palm tree. Then we'll look at its two branches from a single root. We'll explore the lineage of sacrifice that defines them, see how it all clicks together in completing the Möbius loop, and finally, what the archetype of return means for us.
Okay, let's get into it. The first thing we need to do is stop seeing the palm tree as just one thing. Instead, think of it as representing two huge prophetic branches, both growing from the exact same divine root. We're talking about the line of Isa and the line of Ahmed.
Now this is where it gets really incredible. Just look at the parallels here. You've got the Isa line, coming from heaven, without a physical father, the word of Allah, and then the Ahmed line, also from heaven, but without a father figure, orphaned, unlettered. And get this, both are born from a deep, profound sacrifice. Isa through Miriam's purity, and Ahmed through the ransom that saved Ishmael, and the prayer of a powerful woman we're going to talk about very soon. And you know what? The Quran actually points us right to this. It's not even hidden. It specifically honors the family of Imran, that's Miriam's father, which puts him square in the Isa line. And, in the same breath, it honors the family of Abraham, who is Ishmael's father, the very start of the Ahmed line.
So the main takeaway here is absolutely crucial. These are not two competing histories. Not at all. We're looking at two unique, distinct branches that grow from the very same divine root. They are part of one single cosmic tree.
But, and this is a big but, here's where the story takes a fascinating twist. The Ahmed line isn't just a straightforward family tree. No, it's something different. It's a lineage that's forged and protected by a series of hidden, almost paradoxical acts of sacrifice.
Now, this verse, the traditional view connects it to the wife of Abu Lahab. But in the symbolic reading we're doing, that phrase, a rope of palm fiber, it should make your ears perk up. It's a direct link back to our palm tree, and it's pointing us to a different archetype altogether, Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh. She is the believer who is sacrificed, and whose devotion is symbolized by that very fiber.
So you might be wondering, according to this interpretation, why didn't Asiya have any children? Well, because her role was symbolic and way, way bigger. Her womb wasn't meant to carry flesh and blood, but to carry a covenant, a spiritual promise. Her sacrifice is what gives birth to a lineage of light, the Ahmed line, which is founded on faith, not on biology.
And her prayer just says it all. I mean, look at her focus. She's not asking for worldly things, for children. She's asking for a house near God. And look how Allah answered her, not with a house of brick and mortar, but with a spiritual one, the Kaaba, and not with a son of blood, but a spiritual son, Ahmed.
This idea of being protected through what looks like total loss, it keeps showing up. And our next example is the story of Khidr and the boat. He damages a perfectly good boat to save it from a king. And, spoiler alert, this story isn't really about a boat. It's a massive metaphor for divine protection.
So in this reading, the boat is Ishmael's lineage. The damage, being hidden, orphaned, exiled from the world's view, wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate act of divine protection. The lineage was sunk so that the corrupting forces of the world, symbolized by that king, couldn't get their hands on it and destroy its potential. It's a total paradox, right? Damage as a form of salvation.
You see, these sacrifices, they create a kind of divine chain reaction, like dominoes falling one after another. It all starts with Ishmael and Asiya. Their sacrifices set up the covenant. That makes Yahya's ransom possible, which then allows for Musa's birth and the rescue of his people. And all of that leads directly to the moment Miriam is comforted under that palm tree, ready for Isa. It is all connected.
Okay, so this is it, the climax. How do all of these different pieces,
The two branches, the sacrifices, the palm tree, how do they actually fit together? Well, they snap into place to form a perfect cosmic pattern. This is where we plug everything into this structure called the 3x7 Möbius loop, which is built on 3 foundational elements.
Here's how the loop gets built. Think of it as having 3 fundamental strips. The first is clay or time. This is the earthly, human dimension. And the Ahmed line, orphaned, unlettered from the desert, is a perfect fit for this. The second strip is smoke or light, representing the purely heavenly, the spiritual. Well, that's got to be the Isa line, the word from heaven. And finally, the third strip, fire, or the test. This is the trial that forges true faith, and that is embodied perfectly by Asiya's sacrifice, the covenant sealed by fire.
Now, with this framework in place, the whole cosmic cycle starts to make so much more sense. Take stage 4, the stage of formation. It's not just some abstract idea anymore. It's now defined by these very real, absolutely crucial events: Ishmael's test, the sinking of Khidr's boat, and Asiya's rope of palm. These are the formative acts that literally build the lineage.
And the final stage, stage 7, the return, becomes crystal clear. We come all the way back to the palm tree. Ahmed is the fruit that drops from it, the spiritual nourishment for humanity, and Isa is the shade of that exact same tree, the comfort and the mercy, you see? They're not separate. They are 2 parts of the same single divine gift.
And this is the beautiful fulfillment of Ibrahim's ancient prayer. Send among them a messenger from themselves, born of their sacrifices, born of their struggles. It completes the cosmic loop and brings the entire story full circle.
So what's the bottom line? What does this all mean for us right now? Well, this is where the whole thing shifts from ancient history to a universal spiritual truth, because Ahmed is so much more than just a name. The ultimate takeaway is this: Ahmed is not just a person. It's a station of consciousness. It's a path that is available to every single believer. It is the path of sacrificing our worldly attachments, like Ishmael, of being orphaned from our own pride and ego, and in that state of true submission, being able to receive the divine fruit from that cosmic palm tree.
And the Quran itself throws out the invitation. It says that through obedience, anyone can join this blessed company. We are all invited to find our own place within this incredible cosmic story.
And so, the loop is complete. The palm tree is no longer just a plant. It is the symbol of the Ahmed line itself, a lineage sent from heaven, forged through sacrifice, all to fulfill a divine plan that began with a prayer and ended with the rescue of humanity, perfectly symbolized by the comforting of Miriam's heart.